Namandavts, 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 namandavts. Hi, good morning, everyone. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you for joining the Buddhist Temple of Marin Sunday service. It's April 24th. So I think Reverend CJ sent out the announcement with the service order. So we began the service with Kansho tolling of the bell, and then now we will have a moment of quiet sitting. I will hit the bell, and then we calm down our mind, and then I will hit the bell again. Okay. Namandavts. Namo Amidavts. Namo Amidavts. Namo Amidavts. Namandavts. 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 Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. So the next thing is a community reading, Three Treasures, on page 8 of the service book. Okay, Three Treasures. Let me move the microphone. Three treasures. Hard is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the Blessed One. Now we hear it. If we do not realize the truth in this life, when will it be realized? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in the Buddha. May we absorb ourselves in the principle of the way to enlightenment and awaken ourselves, the Supreme Will. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we be submerged in the depths of the doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we live in harmony in the great assembly as the disciples of a Buddha and be freed from all hindrances, becoming units of true accord in the life of harmony, in a spirit of universal oneness, freed from the bondages of selfishness. Even through myriad ages of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amidavts. Namo Amidavts. Namo Amidavts. Namandavts, namandavts, namandavts. Namandavts, namandavts. Hi. Then the next thing is sutra chanting. So today we will chant the Junirai, which is on page 65 of the purple book, which you can download from the email. Namandavts, 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 namandavts. Namandavts, namandavts.
主、白知識、往生不大志菩提、法が将来見出そう。がせんひそんくどくじ、修善無変、如海水、小逆前後、小上者、世主上、小非公。
ごめんなさい。I was just repositioning the microphone. Okay. Hi. Good morning, everyone. おはようございます。How are you? ありがとうございます。Thank you for attending today's service. So now I would like to give a Dharma message for today. So let me share my screen. Oh, Elaine, I think you raised your hand. Is everything okay? So you want to say something? 大丈夫? Okay, good. Okay. はい。Okay. So you see my screen, sharing my screen. Okay. Okay. So now I would like to read how to listen to a Dharma message. Listen as if I'm listening for the first time. Listen as if the message is for myself alone. Listen as if this is the last chance to listen to the Dharma. In Japanese, 弔問の心得。この度のこのご縁は初ごとと思うべし。この度のこのご縁は我一人のためと思うべし。 この度のこのご縁は本上最後と思うべし。ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏。Okay, so it's the end of April. Yeah, so time flies. So I think we just celebrated the new year, and then it's already end of this is the last service for April, and then next one is the May service. 早いですね。It's really time flies. I think so this is my passage for today's message. Quote from the writings by Shinran Shoni, the founder of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. So 2 weeks ago, we celebrated the Hana Matsuri. So this is a part from my message for the Hana Matsuri. So if you can, once again, can you put your hands together in Gassho? Shakyamuni Buddha appeared in this world solely to teach the ocean-like primal vow of Amida Buddha. In Japanese, 如来生以降出世唯説ミーダー本願会。釈迦如来が世に出られたのは、ただ阿弥陀仏の本願一条会の教えを説くためであると。ナモ阿弥陀仏、ナモ阿弥陀仏、ナモ阿弥陀仏、ナモ阿弥陀仏。はい、ありがとうございます。So, as Buddhists, we follow the guidance of Shakyamuni Buddha, who attained Buddhahood enlightenment about 2,500 years ago in India. So in our tradition, we celebrate his attainment in December, which is called Bodhi Day. Bodhi Day. So it is said on December 8th, he attained enlightenment, became a Buddha. So that we have a celebration in December. Then, thanks to his attainment, we humans have received the guidance and teachings from him. And then, what is the Buddhist teaching for you? What is the Dharma for you? I think each of you has a different answers, or maybe answers. So now you see some images on the right side of the slide. So I'd say, for example, Buddha's teaching of wisdom shows us the direction to live this life more meaningfully. The light of Buddha breaks the darkness of our ignorance. Or this teaching makes us strong so that we can deal with difficulties, hardships that we inevitably encounter in our everyday life. Buddha's teaching shows us who we really are or how we actually live our everyday life, like a mirror. So as we deeply listen to the teaching, we receive a lot of guidance and the benefits to live this life more meaningfully, profoundly. But for him, Shakyamuni Buddha, to become a Buddha or to share the Dharma, first, he needed to be born in this world. So we Buddhists who have received great benefits and guidance from the Buddha, we celebrate his birth of Gautama Siddhartha, who became a Buddha later. This celebration is called Hana Matsuri in the Japanese Buddhist tradition. And then so a couple of weeks ago, we gathered and then celebrated the Hana Matsuri. So during his lifetime, Shakyamuni Buddha provided guidance in various ways. After his death, his teachings were compiled into sutras or scriptures. And also many Buddhist denominations came into being, such as our Jodo Shinshu Buddhism, Zen Buddhism, Tendai, and then Tibetan Buddhism, and so forth. Many Buddhist denomination schools, right? And then let me mention this diversity of Buddhist schools or teachings in this way. Now you see a map of California. So for example, if we want to go to San Diego from San Francisco Bay Area, what should we do? If I want to get there as soon as possible, I think I should take an airplane. Yeah. If I have more time, I can take a Amtrak train or maybe Greyhound long distance bus, which are basically cheaper than taking a flight, but takes a longer time. If I am rich and then want to enjoy a luxury trip, maybe I could take a cruise ship. And if I am healthy and strong enough, I could ride on a bicycle and then go down to San Diego. Or maybe hitchhike or Uber would be other options. Or we could even walk down to San Diego. So one destination, but there are many different ways, options to get there. So to my understanding, Buddhism, the diversity of Buddhist teaching schools is something like this. Our destination as a Buddhist is to become a Buddha or to attain enlightenment. To do so, there are many different paths, options. There are the variety of Buddhist paths. Among many Buddhist teachings or paths, Shinran Shonin said, Shakyamuni Buddha, the founder of Buddhism, he appeared in this world solely to teach the ocean-like primal vow of Amida Buddha. According to the Buddhist cosmology, especially in the Mahayana Buddhist tradition, there is not only one Buddha, right? But there are many Buddhas who try to guide and benefit us. Right? So in a sense, we live surrounded by many Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. And then among many Buddhas, Shakyamuni Buddha especially praised the Buddha Amida. This Buddha Amida has a special aspiration, which is called primal vow. So now, please let me talk a little bit about this ocean-like primal vow of Amida Buddha. So it's me with a longer hair a couple years ago. And then, according to Buddhist understanding, each of us have been transmigrating in the 6 realms: hell, hungry ghosts, animals, fighting spirits, humans, heaven. So in the 6 realms, we live a life inseparable from difficulties, stress, anxieties, grief, and so forth. So all Buddhas, based on their compassion and wisdom, want to relieve or liberate us from such life. I mentioned the variety of Buddhist paths. I'd say the differences of those paths are basically the differences of how Buddhas guide us or lead us to the revelation from suffering. Among them, Amida Buddha's path. There are many Buddha's paths, teachings. Among them, Amida Buddha's path is quite unique. How unique? This Buddha established a path in which all we should do is to deeply listen to the Dharma and just recite Namo Amida Butsu, Nembutsu recitation. Then some people may say, what? That's it? Yes, that's it. I know it sounds too easy to be true, too simple to be true, right? That is the way, path of Amida Buddha. Deeply listen to the teaching and just say Namo Amida Butsu. I know this is really simple and easy, right? Then why Amida? Why did Amida Buddha establish such an easy and a simple path? This Buddha Amida wants to save, guide, embrace all beings. To achieve that, this easy and simple practice is very, very important and necessary. So let's think this way. Easy and simple practice has less or least conditions to fulfill, which means more people can successfully accomplish this practice. On the other hand, difficult and complicated practice has more conditions that a practitioner has to successfully fulfill. That means less people can accomplish it. So from human values, human perspective, more complicated or difficult practice seems better. But the reality is difficult and complicated practice kind of exclude people, right? And then again, this Buddha, Amida Buddha wants to accommodate, embrace all sentient beings. Then the question is, which practice, easy and difficult practice, which practice fits or accord with Amida Buddha's aspiration? It is easy and simple practice. Amida Buddha established the easiest and most simple path, just reciting Namo Amida Butsu. When we carefully look at this Nembutsu recitation, the ease and the simplicity is the depth of Amida Buddha's compassion, or universal inclusiveness of Amida Buddha's embrace. Therefore, in the Jodo Shinshu tradition, it doesn't matter whether we are rich or poor, young or old, whether we are healthy or sick, good or bad. As long as we truly, deeply listen to the Dharma, and we encounter the deep compassion of Amida Buddha, and then we just recite Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, recite the Nembutsu. So in the same way, race, gender identity doesn't matter either. We are all embraced and accepted by Amida Buddha's great compassion as we are. Shinashoni says, the ocean-like primal vow. So now you see the images of different types of rivers on the screen. Small river or big river, clean water or muddy water. There are many different kinds of rivers in the world. Where do they go? Where do they go? Most rivers eventually run into the great ocean. Then what will happen to them? Water of big river, water of small river, clean water or muddy water. Once all those waters reach the ocean equally accept and change them into a salty water. The ocean never rejects or excludes any water, but accepts waters of rivers just as they are. And how about the Amida Buddha? Because of the primal vow, was a compassionate aspiration to embrace all of us. Amida Buddha equally accepts and changes us into a Buddha, enlightened one, no matter who we are. That's the completion of our liberation from samsara, life of suffering. After attaining enlightenment, Shakyamuni Buddha dedicated his life to share the teachings, Dharma. Among them, the teaching of Amida Buddha's primal vow is the most universal and inclusive. In terms that the universality and the inclusiveness truly represents Buddha's compassion. Shinran Shonin said, Shakyamuni Buddha appeared in this world solely to teach the ocean-like primal vow of Amida Buddha. So appreciating Shinran Shonin's guidance, let us continue to deeply listen to the teaching of Amida Buddha and then recite the Nembutsu. Again, thank you for attending today's service. I would like to conclude my Dharma message reading Shinran Shonin's passage one more time. So if you can, please put your hands together in Gassho. Shakyamuni Buddha appeared in this world solely to teach the ocean-like primal vow of Amida Buddha. In Japanese, 如来聖意公出世唯説ミーダー本願会。釈迦如来が世に出られたのは、ただ阿弥陀仏の本願一条会の教えを説くためである。ナモ阿弥陀仏、ナモ阿弥陀仏、ナモ阿弥陀仏、ナマンダー仏、ナマンダ仏、ナマンダー仏、ナマンダ仏、ナマンダ仏。はい、Thank you very much. ありがとうございました。はい、OK. Let me stop recording.